Welcome everyone. My name is Vanessa Simpkins. Today joining us is the amazing Brittany Smith. She is a current client of ours. She's gone through our 10K and 30-day program, our Elite Business Mastermind, the Bikini Business Coach. You can find her on her website, Brittany Smith, and on Facebook, the 8-Day Chakra Cleanse is her Facebook group. Brittany is a chakra cleanse coach. She's a seduction profile expert. Phenomenal woman. You want to know her. Brittany, why don't you start by telling us a little bit about, where your business was at before you joined and where you're at now.
Okay, perfect. So my business was at a place where I was making $15K a year for, I think I had been doing it for 2 years. And I think I was in year 2.5 when I had the call with you, and I'd been making about 15K a year, even maybe a little less than that at times. And I had hit a rough point where I had a bunch of bills due in 1 month, and what I made in a year was due in a month. And I managed to get through that month, and I ended up making 10K in a month and a half, but I was just exhausted by the end and absolutely afraid of success and how I could even do that again, and would I always be exhausted, and could I even do that again? And that's when I decided that I needed some help, because I knew that I made most of my money just from sheer being afraid and selling all my stuff and just scraping by, right? Just to pay those bills for that month. So I decided that I needed a mentor, and Vanessa had been on my radar. So I had booked my call, and today, so I went through the 8-week program, and then I joined your 1 year, and I'm not through the 1 year yet, but I've celebrated about a year with Vanessa, and it is absolutely crazy. We just ran my numbers. I've grown by 970%.
Amazing.
Yes. Yeah. And my highest month so far has been 30,000. And I think my lowest month is 8,000.
Wow.
Since I joined with you.
Yeah, and you have quite a story. I mean, Brittany is a goal getter. If you tell her what to do, she's going to implement it. And I mean, I remember hearing stories or chatting with you during our live Q&As, and I'm sure a lot of people listening have had similar experiences where they have a lot of money due, and it's like, shit, or get off the can. I have to make this happen. And I mean, your story is amazing. You were out doing readings you were doing card readings. You were like hustling, and you got that, that $10,000. Then you thought to yourself, wow, how am I going to do that again every single month? And then you joined the program, and
yeah.
What was, and it's astounding. I mean, to see how you've grown your business. I know you've hired people. You have your house right now. We're just chatting before this video started.
Yeah.
You got a team at your house. You have a team now. I mean, it's been
It's just wild that I even have a team.
Yeah. You have your program set up, you have your mastermind set up. I mean, it's been like an amazing journey to watch you implement all of this. You've really hustled and worked hard and created this amazing success, financial success. Like, wow, become this leader. Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, it is. It's actually nuts how much I've grown in a year. And I was just reflecting on that, and it's just absolutely crazy. I would have never have thought that I would have gotten this far. So, and yeah, you're right. You do have to put in the work. And I just thank you for giving me the system, and I'll put in the work. It's just miraculous. And actually, yeah, I've actually created an extended program too. I'm just in the middle of creating my longer program for the repeat clients, because the clients want more.
Yeah. How amazing. So from 15,000 a year to best month, $30,000 a month, worst month, $8,000 a month. You have
Yep.
systems, you have a team, you're doing
Yep.
extended programs.
Yep.
And I want to touch on this, because this is everybody, like hands up included, when you're having your conscious mind says, I want to go for this goal, I want to become bigger, but I'm afraid of success.
Yes, that was a big one for me.
Talk to us a little bit about that. Like I always ask people in these interviews, like, what was your biggest hurdle? Some people it's fear, some people it's technology, fear of success can also be, the mindset piece. So
it's always fear for me. It is always fear for me. And actually that's one of the biggest pillars of my program now, is just really helping people push through fear. It is always fear. I remember before I started, it wasn't just fear of success in my business and being seen. It was very much about fear about how my life would change and my relationships, right? Because there was something within me that knew that if, I had all these self-limiting beliefs that knew if I made money, oh my goodness, what would happen? Things would change. And even though they needed to change, because I couldn't stay where I was at. I could not stay where I was at, despite me wanting to, because I was so scared. It was always fear of success, fear of how it's going to change my romantic relationships, fear of failure. It's like, how do you have a fear of failure and fear of success at the same time? Well, I had it. So
welcome to entrepreneurship. I always say it's, your business is a physical reflection of your inner states and your concepts of yourself, your beliefs.
Absolutely.
So what would you say about, the team, or, how the training inside, working with me and my team about mindset, shifting beliefs, the support that you received in the programs? What would you say about that?
That has been really good. Like, not only the support, I think the system too. Like, so first of all, getting the system on how you do it, and then you have to learn it, right? And you have to shift yourself into that place. And as I was shifting myself into that place, yeah, there was a lot of support, especially from you. Like your Q&As are amazing. They really are. And, I felt a lot of support for you as I was fine-tuning my mindset. And it's even hard for me to think back, because I'm such a different person now. And I see that I'm different from everyone, like, out there too. Like they all have fucked up mindsets and I don't anymore. Right? Like, I still have to keep it in check day to day, but yeah, it's just like a completely different, like you guys were really there every step of the way, because shifting into that different mindset, it's really hard to do alone. So yeah, I want support from you guys. Yeah, that was one thing I really appreciated, was the Q&As. Absolutely.
So what you're describing is a real tangible thing. When you become this leader, and I mean, $30,000 a month, most people don't make that in a year. It's outrageous. And
it was scary.
Yeah, it's like an egg, right? You're like an egg. You crack the egg, a freaking bird flies away. Like you have to crack an egg to make an omelet. And this is a really, it's a very common fear for entrepreneurs of, not just fear of failing, but wow, if I succeed, how is that going to change my relationships with my family, my spouse? Are people going to not like me? Oh my gosh, all these concepts that we have about, rich people in my family, was
exactly
these rich people, are greedy, or like all of this crap that we pick up. And that, our subconscious, impregnates as reality has to change. So like, hats off, really, Brittany. You have applied yourself. You've applied like huge shifts in your mindset. You've 900% increased your revenue. You have an amazing team. Your clients are getting great results. I mean,
results.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So what would you say to, somebody who might be, like you were before joining our 10K or the Bikini Business Coach Mastermind, on the outside looking in thinking, you know, is this the real deal? Should I do it? You know, maybe I'm better off to try this stuff on my own. What would you say to people who are like thinking about this?
Well, I think the biggest thing for people is, sure, maybe you can do it on your own, but you don't get your system. So I don't know how you would really do it on your own because you're not getting your system. Sure, you can do some things on your own, but you won't get there as fast. Like if I think about what I did in the last year, I think if I even could have did it on my own, I think it would have took a good 5 years. Like, and I did it in a year, right? That's if I wouldn't have had your system. You know, I wouldn't have had all those, and I wouldn't have had the support. So I just don't even, like, without that system, I just can't even think, like, maybe I couldn't have even did it on my own because I didn't have the system to do it. And then even if I did and I didn't have you guys as support, I still think it would have took a long time. Yeah. Right? So it's just, you need the support. And then another thing is too, you have to, like, this is one of my favorite things to say, is you have to believe before you see. So, you know, even if you're worried about taking the leap for whatever reason, whether it's a fear, or for me, it was money too, right? Because I had just paid off all my debt from that 1 month. And then I was like, okay, now do I want to even invest in myself on, you know, getting a program? And, you know, I invested when I didn't really know if I was going to make the money. I had to trust and believe in myself and believe before I see. And then you guys were going to give me the system and I was going to do it. And that's what I had to do. I had to lean into my fear and jump in.
Yeah, I love that. Believe in yourself and then you see it. That's really the truth. And I think for a lot of people who, you know, a lot of coaches who join programs, you know, I remember when I joined my first high-end mastermind, I was like, well, I've got enough money in the bank to cover 2 months. So I got 60 days to get my ass in gear, you know, and I believe that, you know, I would implement it and I would get the results.
Exactly.
And we have a great system here, but what would you say about the people that you've met, the Soul Sisters that you've met, other women in the program that you've met in the Soul Sister Mastermind? Have you made any good friendships?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, okay, so talking about the Soul Sister Mastermind, that's a good one. And then the friendship. The Soul Sister Mastermind was really cool because I think my favorite part was just being around you and the other women. Absolutely. And it was just so surreal because you're very good at mindset and manifestation. So you were there with us in this, you know, beautiful scenery, and it was just, the vibration was high. And then after you leave, you're just like, you know, empowered and have lots of energy, and then you can just go apply stuff in your business. So even like with the Soul Sister Mastermind, even like the month after you get home, it's just crazy, right? How much you can do. So it's really nice to just be in the presence. As far as the relationships with women, I think for me, the best thing when I think about relationships with them has been just being vulnerable and sharing our struggles together as we go through, and then how we overcome them. And then when you hear about, you know, a fellow soul sister overcoming something, then you kind of swap ideas. Like I'm still from the last Soul Sister Mastermind, I think some of our successes that we shared together with the other women, I am still implementing, and it's still performing on my social media, right? Like it's just, and that's something I learned 7 months ago. That's just, you know, you just share. Once it's people who are at your level, right? At your mindset level, at your manifestation level. We're all growing a business, and those people are hard to find. Yeah. They're like, you know, it's really hard to find, just go out there and find other entrepreneurs that are at that level. And I think that was the biggest thing for me. I don't get to have conversations like that, just, you know, going out in my city. Like, I don't know people who are entrepreneurs that aren't necessarily at similar levels or mindset. So I met them here, right?
Yeah. That's really what it is. You are the culmination of the 5 people that you hang around with. And most entrepreneurs, you know, have regular people in their sphere, you know, instead of other entrepreneurs or other entrepreneurs in the same line of business, in the same, same level, that are taking the same risks, that are really going for it. And like, I've experienced similar things in a mastermind. You get one good idea, man. One idea can dramatically transform your business. Just one. And we spend a couple of days together, you know, at these Soul Sister Masterminds. They're in a luxury setting. It's actually where I finished my Take Your Power Back Now book. So it's kind of a really special place, you know, for me. And
it's the setting. It was lovely. Yeah.
Super wealth. Everyone's in this wealth state. Everyone's, you know, getting clarity. We do photo shoots. It's a lot of fun. And like Brittany said, just one thing that you know, that you connect with can, you know, transform your business. Even 7 months later, she's still implementing it. And these friendships, I always say, like, the content you're going to learn is great, but way past all of this content, and when you graduate the program, you know, the relationships that you're going to keep for life. And it's rare, right, to find people that are at your caliber and your level. Super stoked.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to see you at the next one. I know we have another Soul Sister Mastermind coming up here in November. Cannot wait to see you. We have 2 of them in the program. We have one in Hawaii, and we have one in Laguna Beach, California, at the Montage Resort, which is a 5-star resort. I cannot wait to see you at the next one. I cannot wait to see the pictures. We have a beautiful, phenomenal photographer come over, and we put eyelashes on everyone and get dressed up and do pictures on the beach.
That was fun.
It was.
Yeah.
It was awesome to see your pictures. Like, wow. The amazing.
Yes. Bonus too.
Amazing transformation all around. Thank you, Brittany, for sharing with us. I mean, again, like, hats off, high five, Soul Sister, for all of the people that you're impacting now, that your lives are being transformed because they're joining your programs. You know, how many people on your team's lives have changed because they're part of your mission, you know, from you leaning in and, you know, taking this risk on our programs, and, oh my God, I hope it works. It's got to work. I'm going to do it. And look at all of this amazing transformation that you have manifested. It's phenomenal. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much. And, you know, Vanessa, thank you so much for being part of this journey and changing my life. And just what you said, like, I couldn't imagine if I didn't join your program, actually, because I would not have helped the people who I've helped today, and you know, like, helped all these people step into, like, go through my program and be amazing too. And then, yes, actually give people jobs. Right. And it's just like, none of that would have happened. None of that would have happened. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. You know, I always say that the money is great that you generate in your business, but the real payday is who you become and whose lives you affect. You know, that's really why we do what we do as coaches or mentors or leaders. You know, that person that you become, there's like nobody that can take that experience away from you, and all of the people's lives that you impact as you get bigger and become a brighter light. It's kind of addictive. I'm hooked. I'm hooked on that. I love celebrating that. And again, high five, hats off to you, Brittany. Check out Brittany Marie Smith, her website, BrittanyMarieSmith.com. She is a chakra cleanse coach, a seduction profile expert. You can find her on Facebook, the 8-Day Chakra Cleanse. And if you're interested in getting results like Brittany has, then join our programs. I'll put the link here below this video. You can sign up, connect with a member of our team, and we'll see if you're better suited to start in our 10K in 30-day program or our more advanced elite Bikini Business Coach Mastermind. Again, hats off, Brittany. Thank you, guys. Thank you for showing up here, and guys for tuning in. I'm Vanessa Simpkins, and send you guys lots and lots of love.